What's up, guys? My name's Provi, and this is Straight Outta Provi. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do and hit that like button. This is people suffering from addiction on TikTok, guys. This is the start of a new series. Like I said, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Let's get started.
My name is Sherry Millward. I was born and raised in Northeast Philadelphia. Um, I have been in Florida for about 22 years now. I was taken from my dad from child abuse. I came down here with my sister. At the age of 14, she ended up taking me out. Didn't know anybody in Florida but my children's father at this moment. And he took me under his wing ever since. I was with him for 20 years, have 4 beautiful kids. I started becoming addicted to Percocets. It started off with my
Well, it sounds like she had a good family for 20 years at least.
teeth. So I had a lot of teeth problems when I was pregnant. I was losing teeth like crazy. And the dentist kept prescribing me pills. And then when I was pregnant, I would go to the hospital and tell them, I'm having teeth pain, and they kept writing me a prescription for Percocets, being pregnant and all. Well, I didn't think of anything was a big deal. I was addicted. Me and my fiance at the time were addicted to coke. We loved to party, we didn't think anything bad of it. We weren't addicted, we weren't withdrawing over it. We just liked to party. We were young teenage kids. I did have a daughter at the age of 16. We still did party though. My kids were taken care of. She was taken care of. From what I thought was the best way to take care of a kid. And then I took a Percocet one day, and I'm at work, and I realized that it's the Percocet's coke without the come down. And I became full blown. Everything that I have done in my life, I have a very addicting personality, and I just went full force into the Percocets. I am scared shit.
So, wow, guys, my wife actually had a similar story. Pregnant as a teenager. She got prescribed pills for her migraines and became addicted, unfortunately. And I see a lot of parallels, guys. And it's a sad story. She had a perfect family for 20 years, and then along came addiction. But she said she also had a addictive personality. But let's get back to the show, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here.
List of being dope sick. I will do anything I have to do to make sure I'm not dope sick. I can be going to detox right now as we speak. At the point, an addict will do anything to not be dope sick. It is our biggest fear.
Can you describe it?
It is.
It's the reason why a lot of people steal and do crimes. Why crimes are committed.
Just thinking about it, it makes my stomach turn. It is every muscle in your body. It aches. You're shitting on yourself. You're throwing up at the same time.
How long does it last for? A couple days?
3 solid days. My worst withdrawal was when I was last in jail. Because I've never been arrested before in my life until all this started happening. I've been arrested for 1 petty theft and 1 driving with a suspended license, and I've done over 2 months for driving with a suspended. And my last time I was incarcerated, it was the worst withdrawal of my life. I was shitting and peeing on myself, and I didn't even know it. I wouldn't move. I wouldn't eat. The smell of food would make me hurl. I could feel my body just decaying away. It felt like. But then they gave me Suboxone, and it helped. It did help. But then it's like Suboxone is a whole other addiction. Why do I want to start one addiction to get on a whole other addiction?
Yeah, she's right. It's trading another addiction for another one. But at least this one's clean. At least this one's not. You're not getting it off the street. You don't have to do anything physical for it. If you guys know what I mean in regards to being an escort and stuff like that. And in I mean, it's regulated and controlled by a clinic. And going back to when she was talking about withdrawals, yes, a lot of them will commit crimes. They'll do acts of, you know what, on the street, and it's like the worst feeling in the world. I've seen my wife go through it a few times. You know, it's you get fever. She was getting fever. She wasn't doing the number one and number two, but she had hot and cold sweats, body aches. She had a fever. She had a runny nose, sneezing. I believe she had. I can't remember the rest of the symptoms, folks, but it's a very, very cruel and harsh thing to watch. I don't wish it on anybody, not my worst enemy. Let's continue, guys.
You in front of a motel around here
Yes.
that is known for certain things.
Right.
Can you tell me a little bit about what those things are and what you do?
Well, actually, I'm a companion. You know, I can do whatever anybody's missing. That's what I do. Like, if you're missing something, you come to me and we fix it and we do it and we have a great time.
Is there something that most people are looking for?
Yeah, everybody is looking for sex.
For sex, okay.
Yes.
What was your first experience like doing sex work?
It was easy. I went and he gave me $500 and we went out to dinner.
And that was it? He
And
just
that
wanted...
was it. That's people don't understand. Sex work can start in all different places. It doesn't just have to be like this.
Do you see any common denominators in these men that pick you up?
A lot of married men.
Wow.
A lot of young men. Yeah.
How does she know if
Some
they're
people are
married?
just professional tricks.
Oh,
Some people just don't want to
ring.
deal with their relationships neither. Some people don't want a girlfriend or a wife. So it works out.
There's been a lot of cars stopping for Slim here. Wow, this is a hot area.
Yeah, this is a hot spot right here.
I guess that's kind of what you would be
That's
looking
the point.
for, right?
Yeah. That's the point. Everybody's waiting on me, Eric.
How do you avoid maybe run-ins with the police or anything like that?
I don't know, man. You just gotta know. If you know, you know. If you know, you know.
Has anyone had any bizarre requests for you?
Drink my
Is there anything that you won't do?
a
What?
beer date.
What's that?
I don't do nothing unprotected. It's scary out here, especially at night. It's a lot of weirdos at night.
And you haven't had any situations?
No, because I don't play that shit.
Close calls?
12-inch blade.
You carry that?
Yes. I don't recommend no girl out there to do it.
You don't recommend it?
I don't recommend it. Like, it's fun being sexy. I get it. But it's very, very, very dangerous. And it's not made for everybody. You have to be a strong person to do this.
How long do you see yourself doing this for?
As long as I'm sexy.
Okay.
no.
So, however long that is.
No, man, I don't recommend anybody do this. Not even her, man. She thinks she's tough or something, bro. All it takes is a split second for you to drop your guard, and that's all it takes, man. And she thinks that she's invincible. Slim, if you see this ever, which you probably won't, but you're not unstoppable. You can be hurt. Something can happen to you. That's what they see, the money, and it fools them, guys. It's a false perception of safety. It's dangerous, man. Oh man, what so terrible, guys. Anyway, let's continue, shall we?
What's your name?
Well, they call me Cat out here, but my name is Katrina, like the hurricane.
And how long have you been in Miami for?
3 years.
Where are you from originally?
Maine.
From Maine?
Yeah. I've been homeless for 7 years now.
What was your childhood like?
Terrible. I'm adopted, but my mother works for what you guys call DCF. They call it DHS up where I'm from. So she's a social worker who took kids out of homes. And she decided to start fostering kids. And she took in kids just for the paychecks. She wasn't interested in them. Like, so when they were babies, she was, but once they started becoming like toddlers and young children, she lost all interest, and it passed on to me.
And your adoptive parent, you said, wasn't, after you were a little bit older, she wasn't the best parent towards you?
She was crazy, really. I mean, she used to make me and my only sister, adopted sister, go
Is she okay?
on diets like Jenny Craig and Slim Fast and College Fat. She was doing like an anorexic herself.
And she would make you do that as a kid?
Yeah, we would be on all those different medication type foods to make us lose weight. And we were not all fat now that I'm older and I'm back at it. Damn. Fucked up.
Yes, Diane.
So her adoptive mother only kept children because she was getting paid for it. And basically, when her and her sister got older, her mother put her on diets and so forth to make them turn them anorexic. She had the worst upbringing, one of the worst upbringings I've ever heard. Why would your parents starve you? And it sounds like she didn't even want them to be there. If she's getting paid to keep them there. Let's continue, guys, shall we?
It's actually very cloudy and nighttime out here. The weather is very crime rate is really high here, and this is Broadway Boulevard. Wait, this is not a boulevard. This is an avenue, which is not accurate. Boulevards are avenues.
What's it known for?
Tripping, trapping, cheating, and track arts. Hey.
Who is you, white boy?
And this
Oh!
is technically, would be what I consider my doing right now. Amber. Hi, baby.
Oh, she's got a kitty cat. Kitty. Oh, she's an animal lover.
Hey, you see a good boy. Hi. Was you been a good girl? So you got what? The space?
Yeah.
I know about how much of it. I know how much about it as you do. I know it's haunted.
But you stay here sometimes?
Not really because of the ghosts.
You gotta look at the camera.
Oh yeah. Not really because of the ghosts. We are behind Family Dollar, off in a cut in an apartment group of buildings that they call apartment complexes in Brown Sub. It's very close to the place where I work, where a lot of girls work. Jesus has given me enough money to have enough drugs to wake up in the morning for the first time in probably a long time. So I should just go to sleep. I'll probably do that. Say goodbye. Say thank you. She's really sorry.
I can't help but notice, guys, she's in a bad neighborhood. Not just because of the house that's haunted, not just because the guy got stopped outside by a guy that said, "Who is you, white boy?" But the fact that she said they're just outside of Brownsville, if I'm not mistaken, that's New York. That's pretty bad. Not to mention the streets they were walking in just now looked terrible. Guys, This woman is in a bad situation. Very, very bad situation. Let's continue.
And what's your drug of choice?
I'd say probably heroin. But once I got down here, I switched myself from heroin to crack cocaine, trying to wean myself off of the heroin because I was so much. And I was pretty successful with that. And quit the heroin completely for a little while. But not all that long. And I do heroin now. Well, I don't do heroin because there is no heroin down here anymore. All they have is fentanyl, which is a prescription drug.
It's very lethal.
Yeah, it is. I've died a few times off of it, and I've saved a number of people off of fentanyl.
And when was the last time you used?
I just snorted some like 16 minutes ago, which is why I'm moving all around.
How old were you when you started?
21.
21?
Yeah.
Do you see yourself ever getting clean?
I would love to, but I kind of doubt it.
See, that's too bad, man, because anyone can get off of it, man. I don't care who you are, man. Don't ever doubt yourself. Have a little faith in yourself. This young lady needs to pull herself up and really dust herself off, guys. But it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot. She had mentioned that she was on heroin, then she went to cocaine, and then she had just did some Fenny 15 minutes ago, guys. And that's why she's moving around like that. Man, this poor young lady, guys. Let's continue. Let's continue, shall we?
This is what we call our crack, okay? I do it because it eases my brain, it eases a lot of things, but this is not the way to go out. Right now, I'm feeling lightheaded. It feels good.
No. No.
But what you have to go through to get it, I mean, it goes to the point where you have to put your life on the line just to get a 30-second high. It doesn't have a definition. It's amazing, but it's deadly.
You mentioned that your mother used this drug. Were you born addicted to it?
No, because she wasn't using it while she was pregnant with me. She died smoking crack. My mother. My mother was like this, of an overdose of crack cocaine. The picture of her face as I walked to the room and I saw her, that second when I seen her face, that'll never leave my mind.
And you haven't mentioned your father. Did you know?
Because he's a fucking asshole, and I'm glad he's gone.
Did you have similar experiences with him?
Tell us how you really
No,
feel.
he was the one who tied me to a bed and de-virginized me at 9 years old.
Oh!
Have you experienced any
What?
health side effects from all that smoking?
I'd fallen into seizures. That's how I got this on my head, this on my lip, this on my tongue.
Oh, you bit it when you
Yeah.
had a seizure.
Yeah. I just had one the night before last, and I bit the bottom of my gum because I don't have no teeth on the bottom. Right there.
Ooh. Ooh.
Please, guys.
Ouch.
This shit ain't no good. Don't pick it up, because it'll kill you. Bye.
I just don't get it, you guys. She talks about her mother that actually died from it. She talks about how, it soothes her a little bit. And I know someone else on YouTube, his name's Dean. He actually does it because it helps him breathe. That's what he says. But I think it just numbs it. It just numbs the pain, I believe. But that's not good either. I mean, she sees her mother's face in her head as she passed away. I mean, what more do you need? What more of a deterrent do you need to stop doing a drug? And then on top of it all, she has seizures and busted her head open from it. Let's continue, guys. Let's continue. Let's keep moving.
I got into a car crash. I didn't get the prescribed or anything. I had asked a friend for them. He gave me some perks. I went from popping 1 Percocet to 10 Percocets.
To 10?
On a daily basis. It went from 10 Percocets to Perk 30s. And it ended up putting me into fentanyl. I just jumped in one day. Let me try it. Here you go. OD.
You overdosed.
Yeah.
Wow.
5 times in the first 2 weeks.
Five?
And I went from smoking to dating somebody who was a real like heavy user, everything, anything. He used to bang. He used to inject. So disgusted with it. I hated it. 2 months later, I'm doing it.
Shooting up.
Wow.
You can see my mug shots. Yeah, my mug shots on.
Did you shoot it up in your neck?
Yeah, that's what I was telling you. The mug shots on or whatever. You see it? There's this mug shot with me all right here on my neck. That's from shooting up. Right now, it's kind of. I went through hardship. I went through a very hard time.
Wow.
I need help.
Where's your head at in terms of getting help and wanting to get clean?
It's foggy. It's not really a clear mindset right now. I need some type of support, more support, you feel me? Because it's not easy. I'm a very stubborn person. My mindset. But I know I can. I'm capable of doing a lot of things.
Anyone can stop, man. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't matter who you are. She said she got in a car accident, started taking pills, Percocets. From there, she did the 30s, the Perc 30s, like she said, and then she started using a needle. Guys, you just gotta say no to all this crap, and it's out there. The temptation is there, of course. You don't want to be in pain, but at the same time, you don't want to suffer and be in misery. Like, you gotta choose, man. You gotta choose, and choose wisely, please. Let's continue.
So these are 2 pictures of you taken by the world famous photographer Bruce Gilden. Did you know that it's published in his book called Only God Can Judge Me?
That's a really good title, actually.
In the book, there's some words said by you that you put next to the photo.
This is actually in the book?
Yes.
Okay. As women out here, that end up on the streets and end up turning to a lot of us, ourselves, our bodies, our temples that God gave us. I think it stems from child abuse. And this is the caption that is in the book next to the photographs. It says, everything probably stemmed from the abuse I took when I was a child, from age 3 to 11. It wasn't regular abuse. It was, and it was pretty traumatizing. It was my grandfather. I tried to tell my parents, but they didn't believe me. I got in trouble, so I never brought it up again. Until his funeral. That's when I walked up to his casket and I spit in his face and told everyone the truth. I got up there in front of everyone he ever knew, and let them know what a sick, twisted, just
Wow.
abusive monster he was. And quite honestly, I hope he burns for eternity. If he does see it, thank you, Bruce. When that picture was taken, I didn't think that I would even make it this long, probably. I ended up resenting men and marrying dope. It's me and fentanyl till death do us part.
Wow.
I promise you that. He will never leave me, he will never cheat on me, and I promise you, he will die with me.
Well, that's 100% fact. Yeah, that's, you ain't lying about that. He will die with you. You ain't lying. So if you were smart, you would divorce that motherfucker quick. I ain't lying, but let's get serious for a second, guys. She did get abused, and you guys know what kind of abuse, from age. I'm not even gonna say the age. You guys heard it already. And when her grandfather passed, when he finally passed, she went up to his funeral, into his casket at his funeral. She spit in his face, in his casket, in his face. And she told everyone what he did to her when she was younger. And I don't, you know what? Comment below, guys. I'd like to hear your opinions on what you guys think about her actions. Let's continue, guys. Let's keep it moving. Thanks for being here, guys, once again.
How long have you been awake for?
Like woke as fuck, or like, I'm just kidding. I haven't been without sleep. I don't know. When you're shooting opiates, fentanyl, right? I'm doing meth too, right? My drug of choice since the very first time I did it this way was fentanyl and Molly. Fentanyl and methamphetamine, excuse me. But opiates, okay, so opiates, I actually have realized, like my lazy eye, happens all the time. I love it. I have to.
So it only when does it happen? Because it's not always.
Lazy eye? When I'm high on fentanyl.
Okay, so it's when you're high that happens. And tell me how you even got that.
Being in a dark room that happened in my bedroom in the middle of winter, right? For 3 weeks.
3 weeks?
Meth and fentanyl, speedballing on meth.
What?
Right? Damaged my eyes to the point that I have it's semi-permanent. What I mean by that is like it, when not getting high, I don't have it. If I am getting high, I do. And I can correct it. I used to be able to, just like, shaking it and being mindful of it, but if I'm high, it's gotten to where it does whatever it wants to do.
You weren't concerned when you found that out?
I don't get concerned about things like that. My ability to love me even though, right, is nothing compared to my ability to love me because, for instance, I could love myself even though I'm a prostitute. I can love myself even though I do drugs and I'm not raising my son. I've really found a way of accepting myself, not even though, right? It's myself because I love myself because I'm a prostitute. I love myself because of what I gone through. I love myself because God loves me.
I'm kind of lost on that one, guys. She lost me, guys. I mean, she had me a little bit at the beginning, but then she lost me towards the end. Yeah, unfortunately, she's one of these escorts on the street, if you want to put it that way. And she's stuck in the drug game, just like a lot of these other girls are stuck.
There's the bonds in here. They're breaking on the door. I'm fucking terrified.
Oh.
Open the door!
Whoa. Holy shit. Well, hey guys, I just want to say thank you for watching. This is a brand new segment added to Straight Outta Pro V. If you guys enjoyed it, please let me know, because I will be doing more of these, especially if you guys enjoyed it. It's without question. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys had a good time, if you guys enjoyed it. Give me a like and subscribe to the channel. There will be more of these. Thanks for everything, guys. I will see you on the next one. Thanks again. Have a good night.